Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today we've come along to Kirkcaldy because I am looking for a couple of pieces of plain pottery and small pieces of glass, because today I'm going to make another wee art project. So let's see if we can find all the pieces we need for the art project.
So we're back here at Kirkcaldy and Nicole is looking for plain pieces of pottery. Now there's quite a lot of Scree down there, so we're going to make our way towards that. And the first thing I've found is this beautiful piece of seafoam. It looks like it's, well, you know, I think we're going to open this video as we plan to go on. This is a boat home. At least I think it is. It looks like it to me.
It could be.
It's really nice though, it's beautiful colour. Now, eyes to the ground, and let's have a wee look as we make our way down to the Scree. There's quite a lot of glass here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's pottery in there as well, and you're really looking for pottery. There's another wee bit of glass there. I don't think we're going to take this. Well, I think Nicole's going to call the shots here and tell us what we are taking. That's an interesting bit. Do you know what? That looks like a pinch in a cod bottle, but it's far too thin to be a cod bottle.
Oh, yeah, it really is.
But it's a really interesting shape.
Yeah, so what we're looking for today are a couple of smallish, nicely shaped pieces of plain pottery. Maybe something like this size. I need those for the body of birds, because I'm planning on making an art project again today. So we need some plain pottery and some small pieces of nicely coloured and rounded sea glass.
Just to be clear, Nicole said birds. That's bodies of birds, not bodies of birds. in case you thought we were making many birds, many small birds. Did you think that was glass? Is it glass?
Yeah,
oh, it is glass.
It is glass, yeah, okay.
Now that's really cool, because what you're looking for as well is some dark or darker coloured pieces.
Right.
And I guess what I'll do is I'll just hand that to Nicole and grab that wee bit of really greeny looking glass there. And you'll see why Nicole's looking for those darker bits. That's a really strange bit. What do you make of that?
Oh yeah, that looks really strange. It almost looks a bit like a bonfire, but it looks like there's a bit of kind of a greenish, like a brownish streak in the green there. Or is that just the back?
I don't know. It could just be mank. With a light shine on it. Do you know, this is the thing, we're always troubled by either too much light or not enough light. Either the contrast of the camera sort of takes care of the fact that it's too dark and makes everything super bright, or the sun does that anyway. Now, there's another bit of pottery. Is that bit too big?
That is too big, yes. I'm looking for something maybe half the size of that, and I'm pretty sure that we are going to find some really cool pieces of plain pottery, and I've always wondered what to make with plain pottery, so today is the day where we are looking for it. Ah, there's
nice
some
wee bits of green there as well.
Yeah, I think I might take the smaller bit.
Yeah, the smaller bit's the nicer bit, I think. It's better frosted,
so
isn't it?
I'm taking that bit, and then we'll see what else is here. We've already got a couple of pieces, which is really great.
Now, as I say, lots of sea glass here. There's this is an odd colour. I mean, it's a green, but it's a kind of teal, bluey kind of green. I hope you can see that.
Yeah.
It's tiny in the camera though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we might take that too, because our plant pictures were so well received that I'm also going to make 2 more of those, and I need those for like little pieces of leaves, the green leaves.
So we can see that's a bit of security glass there as well.
Oh yes, there's a
it's very faded though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's working better, in shade, out of shade. We're back playing that game.
Yeah. I think
Now,
see that triangular piece?
is this the piece you're talking about there? There's a couple of pieces actually about that same size. This is maybe on the big side, but it looks like there might have been a pattern on that. What do you think?
Yeah, it does look like it might be rusty or sort of brownish looking, but the smaller pieces, I'm definitely going to take those, so I have the choice when I make that wee artwork piece.
Then. Now there's another bit of green glass there as well.
Oh.
It's kind of handy having the clear, the white pottery, right? Because you can actually see the colours of the glass.
So I've come along a little bit closer to the Tiel Burn, and I'm going to look here because there's a lot of scree here, and I can already see there's at least one piece of really nice pottery. I know we're looking for plain pottery, but you know, I cannot pass by a piece like this. Amazing midnight blue flow pottery. Look, can you see it sparkling in the sun? That is just stunning. I'm going to take this. Might not use it today, but I have to take it. Now let's see what else is here. There's a bit of security glass here. This piece here, there's there's tiny wee lines on this one. There's a couple of pieces of different types of security glass. You can get the one that has like chicken wire inside it. I tend not to collect it because it tends to rust at the edges where it's broken. Now let's see, there's a bit of sea foam here. Plain piece of pottery. Now that's not really the shape I'm looking for. I'm looking more for, yes, something like this. Oh, that is not plain, look. That is really nice. That's actually a bit of spongeware. My wee art project today, I am looking to make some birds. Birds on a string, birds on bunting. So that's why I need plain pottery, and you may have noticed that every single piece I've picked up here actually has a pattern on it. Now this is a bit of a purple pottery. That's funny. Maybe we should always come out and look for some plain pottery. Now I can see that there's a really, really lovely kiln pyramid, and I really love these. I think they are absolutely amazing. They've got the most amazing shape, and they are so sturdy. And you know, oddly, today from all these, I said I'm looking for plain pottery, and all I'm finding is pottery with a pattern on it. I mean, oh, and even a heart shape. That is just so amazing. Maybe we should always come out and say we're looking for plain pottery, and then we'll find lots of pottery with lovely patterns on it and spongeware, because that's been getting rarer and rarer to find. Now let's see. That's quite cool. I think I'm going to take that bit. I might have enough pieces of the plain pottery. I'm going to take a couple of these small pieces of glass here and probably just sort of keep going and see what else is around here. Oh, can you see what I see? Oh, that's just so amazing. Look, look, it's right there. It's a clay marble. At least it looks like a clay marble. It's sort of rounded. Let's see. I think that certainly looks like a clay marble. Let's go pick it up. Yep, that's a clay marble. It's really light. It's really cool. It's a marble, look. It's probably hard to see. It's the size of my eyeball. Perfect clay marble. Yee-hee. It might be time to see what Craig's been up to.
Now, Nicole's been saying that she's found an amazing amount of patterned pieces, and I found some with a wee bit of marking on them, but nothing quite like this bit until just now. Look at that. How lovely is that? I think that's maybe the right size as well. Definitely got to have that. Now I'm just going to get down by the Tiel Burn for a minute and just listen to the trickling of the water as it comes in and out to the sea. Another nice wee bit of privacy glass there. Oh, that's lovely. Can you see that? Really, really, really nice. There's a wee flower in there. That is beautiful. What a lovely wee piece of pottery. Oh, and it's double-sided as well. That might actually have to make its way into being a pendant or something, I'm not sure. It's just so nice. Lovely piece. Gorgeous day. Now, we've just moved a wee bit up the beach there, and what we're going to do is make our way down through this, it looks like quite a light scree pile, but there's a lot in here actually. You can see that if I just take a step back. Look. Now, I don't know if that was a plate or a jar. It looks more like a jar to me because it looks like there was a lip in here.
Yeah, it's certainly undecorated. It's a little bit big for my wee birdies that I'm looking for.
Yeah, now remember, we will also gather wee gems as and when we see them. Now maybe that's a bit better size, maybe that's still a bit too big. What do you think?
Well, I guess that'll depend on the size of the frame. So maybe we can take a couple of bigger pieces and smaller pieces. Look, I've also found this piece here.
Okie dokes.
That's very cute, so maybe we'll take all three of those.
Well, we'll grab these up. Now, just before we move to the side, I'm going to take a wee look in front of us because there's a couple of things. One of which I've taken my eye off, and oh, see, I've lost it. Now, there's this. I thought this was a pipe stem. Yeah. It's not, it's a shell.
Is it?
Yeah, is that a shell?
It looks a little bit like maybe plastic.
I'll hand that over to Nicole and we'll inspect it further a wee bit later on. Now there's a wee bit of a tiny wee bit here at pottery, but it's a beautiful wee thing.
Oh, that's very cute.
So we're definitely going to take that.
Yeah.
Now I saw something that looked red, but again it's cold and my eyes are they're tearing up a wee bit, folks. So it's occasionally quite difficult to see.
I'm not seeing anything red.
No, we're going to move along. We're going to move along. Now there's a wee bit, it's a wee corner piece. Is it a wee corner piece? No, it's not actually, because it's flat on that side. I think that's maybe the rim of a plate or a bowl or something like that.
Yeah, or like the internal bit that has the bit that sits on the
Nicole's struggling for words again.
That must be Nicole.
Somebody who knows something about crockery might tell us what that bit's called. Now, before we've mentioned this, or rather, let me rephrase that grammatically. We've mentioned this before. You can see a wee number. I hope you can see a wee number just in there. Now, I'm guessing that would have been the size, because this is a kiln still. You know, there's lots of this stuff about, always lots of this stuff about. I found 2 pieces. There's actually quite a lot more of it about. I can see a couple of pieces just in front of me. Nicole's just thrown these pieces down there as well. There's tons of this stuff in various states of being worn down, but occasionally we find these wee numbers. Now I think it's got to be to do with the size. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so, but I have really only seen the numbers on the pyramids, and I can't see a pyramid around just now.
Look, I saw one a minute ago, but it was partially buried. Anyway, we're not looking for this stuff just now. We're looking for small pieces of clear pottery. So let's see what else we can come up with. Do you fancy some more interesting shapes? Like this maybe?
Yeah, I think that might look really nice, so that we have some smaller and some larger pieces, and that's probably the largest size that we're going to take today.
Okay, so by comparison then,
Nah.
this is the kind of biggest size we're going for. This is just out of the question. It's far too big, far too big.
Not having it.
So we're not having that.
Yeah.
Now, let's keep making our way down here. There's a really interesting wee bit here. What do you reckon that was? Do you reckon that was maybe a handle or something? It's quite odd, isn't it?
Could be, yeah. It looks, if you turn it around again, it almost looks like a figurine. See, when you look like that way, almost looks like it's I've got this mother and child or something. There's a statue, I think. That kind of reminds me of that.
Very strange. I've not seen that. I mean, let us know if you've seen that, folks. Maybe Nicole's thinking sort of like this could be one body and there's maybe an arm going over here and there's a kind of huggy thing going on.
Yeah.
What would it be, Valentine's Day as we film? That's quite appropriate. We'll take that though. That's maybe a good size.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. Let's keep making our way down. We've got a lot of Scree here. And not a huge amount of time. Maybe you can't tell from looking at the minute, but that tide is well on its way in, and within about an hour, this area over here that you can see that looks a little bit damp, that is going to be underwater. So we don't have all the time in the world, but I think we've got plenty of time yet. What do you reckon that is? I think it's
Oh, I think that's a bottleneck, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe from a milk bottle.
It's quite chunky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite a cool bit actually. I mean, it's a wee bit angular and a wee bit pointy, and maybe that's, you know, not the kind of thing that we'd want to make any jewellery from. But here's a weird thing as well. Look at that.
Oh, that's very cute.
I'm going to take that. Yeah, this is. I don't know what has created that hole either. I don't know if that has been a beastie of some description, or if it's been maybe that's been manufactured. Maybe this was part of a larger stone thing.
Wow.
That had to have a string through it or something like that. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, I think we should definitely take it. It looks like it says I'm perfect for jewellery making. There's already a hole in here to attach something.
I am pendant.
Yeah.
By definition, I am the pendant. That's very cool.
It's amazing.
I really like that bit. Now, there's some odd things around this as well. Let's see, what is that? Is that a shell? Oh no, it's glazed.
Yeah, oh that's
Look at
very
that.
nice. It might have been some sort of teapot. They made lots of teapot. I think they're called like Rockingham style. So yeah, that's two pieces of that. It's very nice actually.
I'm shading that because I hope you can see the contours and the fact that it's like kind of like leopard skin. It's nothing like leopard skin, folks, but to me there's a suggestion. You see that it's kind of spotty. It's a bit like a giraffe's neck.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, that's nothing. That's a
That's a
wee
wee
stone or
stone, I
something.
think. That's a wee
But that's quite cool. What's that? Oh, look.
Is it a bottom?
There's a bottom. Yes, I do believe this is a bottom.
Okay. Well,
Very cool.
I'm going to take this piece of plain pottery. Oh, and I've just turned this around and there's a little bit of pattern on it.
Now I'm going to shade that so you can see that pattern, because I believe the sun is maybe a little bit strong and it might be hiding that pattern, but that's quite cool.
Yeah, so I think there's definitely two pieces there, and I am really intrigued with the brown pieces. Maybe one day we'll make an art project with them. As you may remember, the last time we were here, I found a marble right in here, but it's been raining quite a lot, and the Tiel Burn is a little bit deeper and faster than I want it to be if I want to stand in it. So I am not going in it, but this edge here, this kind of tends to just break in and show up new finds. But I'm sure there are lots of amazing things right here on the edge. Now, what did I say we need? We need a couple of pieces of small Seaglass, not necessarily chunky like this. We need a couple of colourful pieces of Seaglass, smaller, and we need pieces that are maybe about this size. So, and plain pottery. So this is perfect. We'll take this. Let's see what else is here. A few pieces down here. Now this has got a bit of a funny shape, so I'm probably not going to take that. That could be perfect. It's a little bit broken there. Well, we are kind of spoiled for plain pottery here, so maybe we're not taking that bit. But this bit here, yeah, you can kind of imagine that could be a bird shape. A little bit of imagination, you've got a bird. Look! Plain pottery. No, there is something on this. Tiny wee bit of a red flower there. Tiny wee bit of spongeware. That's okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. And then we've got this piece here. So I think we've got quite a few pieces of plain pottery now. We might want to focus on a couple of pieces of maybe Seaglass. Now we've got oh, actually, what about this? That could work. I'm going to take that. So, you know, it's always better to take a few pieces extra for crafts, because then you've got the choice when you're at home. There we go. There's a tiny wee bit of brown here, and I think that is just perfect. So we've got a few pieces of colourful Seaglass now, and plain pottery. And what else do we need?
So, Nicole's been looking in the Scree a little bit further up the Tiel Burn here, and I've decided to come down closer to where the tide's coming in, where all the crows are hanging about, picking up a wee snack on the incoming tide. And I thought I'd take a wee look around here, because there's quite a fair wee bit of Scree just around here. Now you can see there's things like this are sitting here, so it's worth looking. Right down at the front. I think I'm trying to make an excuse for what I'm doing, when it's what I really want to do is just hang around by the incoming tide. But there are wee treasures like this one. It's a beautiful sea foam bit there, and I suspect Now there's a little nick in there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Now I don't know if that was maybe part of a bottleneck and that's where the vulcanite stopper screwed in. It might well be that that is just a chip in the glass though, but it's a lovely bit of glass nonetheless. I've actually found a few wee bits and bobs on the way whilst I've been coming down here, but we'll take a wee look at them a little bit later on. Obviously diligently trying to find some nice bits of pottery there for Nicole's project, but always keeping my eye open for these tiny wee gems. Can you see that? Tiniest wee nugget of blue. Look at that. Now, as I said earlier, Nicole is also looking for small darker pieces, and that might just be the perfect thing, but I'm not going to say very much about why, because you'll get to see that when Nicole's doing the project today. So what else can we find? I think sometimes when it comes to this point, I'm really looking for things that are quite different to the standard things we're looking for. That's nothing. A wee agate or something like that, a wee crystalline thing. So I think if I can just wander down there a wee bit, maybe get a chance to see if there's anything worth my attention. Do you know, now that I'm down here, I found that one bit that was really nice. I'm not really seeing a great deal more than that. Having said that, there's an interesting piece. Obviously the bottom of I'm not going to think, well, I'm not going to say that that's a ginger beer bottle. We tend to often say things like this are ginger beer bottles, but that's a very dark brown glaze on that one, and I'm not sure exactly what was decorated that way, but I don't think ginger beer bottles were. I could be wrong. I'm not really entirely sure, but we're going to leave that anyway. It's either some kind of big jar or some kind of big flagon type object. This though, I will take. It's a really beautifully frosted piece of seafoam sea glass. Just a really nice bit. There's another piece not dissimilar from that just in front, so I'm going to grab that. I'll also grab, there's a wee bit of pottery off to the side there. Now that's lovely. It's just an interesting shape as well, these kind of unique shapes that the sea over the years makes of this glass. Ooh, can you hear the waves are starting to come in now? I'm gonna, the minute the waves get a wee bit closer, I'm just gonna take a couple of minutes, and we haven't done it for a while, but I think what I'll do is I'll just put in a little moment's relaxation. I used to do that all the time, and it was really just allowing the sounds of the environment around us to take centre stage, and just stop looking for things for just a moment, try and get a wee feel for being here. Look at that. Oh, that's definitely been a bit of a bottleneck. I've said this the last couple of times we've been out, really like pieces like this. That's because, I hope you can see it there. If you can't see it there, can you see it there? There's lines here, and that of course means that a vulcanite stopper went in there, so we can tell. Look at how thick that is. Really lovely bit. Now we can tell that that was a bottleneck then, and it had a vulcanite stopper in it at one point in the distant past. So there's some really nice finds here. I mean, you know, got a whoopsie daisy, can't leave that, that's a nice bit. There's a couple of wee bits of pottery there, or at least one bit of pottery. Got another bit in my pocket as well. I shall pocket these, and in doing so begin the process of filling my pockets full of wee bits of coal dust and such as well. And it seems to be that I'm getting closer to the water, either that or the water is getting closer to me. So I'll just take a second just to scan around here. take this little bit of pottery, little tear-shaped piece of pottery, and this little piece of blue pottery there. And I'm going to go over and catch up with Nicole, who's over there. Now just as I was filming this bit of B-roll, you can see the tide's really starting to creep up close to my feet now, and I'm nowhere in wellies. But Nicole came over and pointed out, look at that! There's wee fishing beads. These are the wee things that, you know, because fish see in different spectrums. You know what I've seen as well, maybe you can grab it there as well, is a wee bit of blue glass. Never a piece of blue glass left behind. That's the Scottish Mudlarking motto. Now that is encroaching, shall we say.
Yeah.
Nicole spotted these. Now fish, because they see on a different frequency, these things look really, really ultra bright as well. What's that? Is that a stone?
I think so. It's very nice though. But I think we're going to leave the stone here. We're going to take these plastic fishing beads off for the next plastic art
Okay,
picture.
let's do that because I'm going to have to move. There we go.
Okay, so I've just found this, and I know it just looks like a chunk of glass, but it is in fact a little piece of a marble. So look at that. I'm so excited. This is so cool. What an amazing day we have
That's
today.
quite cool, and as exciting as it is, I think this wave's going to get me. And if no this one, the next one.
Okay, let's take a look at our best finds of the day.
I think we've got everything we need, and some, as they say. Just as a last minute sort of wee thing there, you probably can't see it because it's so tiny. But can you see that? Can you see it?
It's the cutest little kind of colourful flash glass, and I think it might actually find its way into our wee art project today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now there's lots of really nice things there. Now I'm not sure, have you put out all the glass that we found as well?
Yeah, I've put everything out. There might be a couple of smaller pieces that have fallen below the pottery. We found so much amazing pottery today. I think I'm always going to say I'm looking for plain pieces from now on. And my favourite piece, of course, is the little marble. But no, there are lots of really nice pieces of pottery. We are just looking for the plain pieces, and there's a huge piece here. I thought that was just really amazing just to show you. We're probably going to leave that here because we can't use it in our jewellery.
That's spongeware then, that piece, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really cool spongeware piece. I don't think I've seen that particular geometric pattern before, but it's certainly really cool. And I don't know, do you know what this is? This is a little bit of a mystery object.
I know what it is, but if you want to put it up as a mystery object, and we can let folks know next week, then we can do that. And maybe what I'll do at this point, and I'm going to censor this, as I'm just going to say that would look great if we were.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we've done really well, and I'm super excited to be making the art project now.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff there, and you think you're only going to be using these plain pieces, and there's plenty of them there. Lots of really beautiful patterned pieces in there as well, but we're not going to necessarily use them for this. Now, the one piece that I'd found that I thought was especially nice was this, but it's the other side of this piece. Ooh. I thought that's almost a pendant in its own right. It's a beautiful wee flower. It
is, it's like a little marguerite, and that's transferware. So today we've mainly found, I think, spongeware, but also a couple of pieces of transferware. And this also has a flower on it. Now,
some really nice wee bits of transferware, and this as well. This is kind of purple or sort of pinkish looking.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, and it's so delicate and really nicely frosted pieces. So let's go bag that up.
Yeah, let's bag this up before the tide cuts us off. And well, you're alright, you get your wellies on, but me, I'm gonna get soaked. Oh, let's get going. But that's okay, because I've got my wellies on, and we had a really fantastic day. So many
many pieces of amazing pottery. So it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and for your Ko-fi donations, and if you've entered our Ko-fi giveaway. Now, we're going to see you next week.